Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Business Growth Accelerator. Your host, Brandon here, and I am super excited to bring you this episode. Today's episode, we highlight one of my past clients, Miss Amy Finefrock. Amy is a virtual assistant and the owner of Essential Admin Services. She's a highly skilled virtual assistant with a curious and imaginative mind. She approaches each project with enthusiasm and love for life. Her passion is to assist business owners and entrepreneurs nationwide in expanding and developing their businesses. With over a decade of administrative experience, she values honesty, reliability, diversity, and continuous learning. When she's not working at her desk, she can be found in the gym, exploring the Pinnacle Overlook in Holtwood, PA, or singing and enjoying music. As a mother of two exceptional children and the author of a self-help journal, she values time with her family and personal growth. She has a fantastic offer for you today, guys. If you struggle with responding to leads, calls, and emails, if you find yourself up late at night, exhausted after a hard day of being in the sun and still having to invoice your clients, then maybe hiring seasonal help could be the best thing for your business. She can give you at least 5 additional hours back into your week by doing those things for you. She has 4 slots available starting at 20 hours a month with a 3 or 6 month contract, and you can have that all for a low price of $735 per month. If you're interested, give her a call or shoot her an email. That information will be located in the show notes. Without further ado, here's this week's Business Growth Accelerator. Hey, Amy, how's it going? I know it's been a minute since we have chatted. What's new in the hood?
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for having me. Gosh, so much is new. I am trying to basically reinvent and rebrand myself. So I hired a branding photographer who did my headshots recently, and she's been helping me in that area. And then I also hired a business coach, and she is helping me basically brand myself first, because when you have a company, you need to brand yourself. And then we're moving through that evolution of doing social media content and so forth. So it's really been an exciting year. It's been crazy. It's been busy. And I'm just like tunnel vision, you know what I mean? Focused on, all right, how can I market? How can I get my business name out there? I'm loving it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been following you since we last worked together at the beginning of the year. I helped you get your digital foundation set up with your Wix site and your business listing and all that kind of stuff for a little bit of SEO work. And then I saw you exponentially take off there and get into some pretty interesting things I've seen on LinkedIn with a new group that you're a part of. What was that about?
Which group are you talking about? The retreat that I'm doing?
Yeah, the retreat.
Yeah. Okay. So I have two colleagues slash friends. One's a life and business coach, and the other one's the branding photographer that did my photography. I'm Heike Martin and Morgan Doman. And we decided to come together and do a retreat for women in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area. And it's going to be on October 28th. And it's just a 1-day retreat, very intensive, basically learning how to breathe and become into your own. And it's going to be really exciting. There's not a whole lot of details out yet other than like the landing page. We're just collecting emails, but it's basically just for women to come together and learn how to breathe and be comfortable in your own skin. And we're really excited. And this is just something that's near and dear to my heart just because of my journey on healing and such. So I'm excited, like really excited about it.
That's awesome. What's the link other ladies could check out and potentially join up for?
It is quite long. Yeah, let me find it because I don't have it readily available.
No problem. On. I kind of just threw that on there for you. We'll definitely put it in the show notes for
Okay, cool.
those that are
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
curious to check out. What's the name of the retreat again?
Embrace your inner woman retreat. Find your breath.
There you go. Awesome. Appreciate you sharing that. So I think we met originally on Alignable, fantastic platform to do some great JV partnership hunting there. And you got into the VA career, I guess is the best way to put it. What made you jump into that line of work?
The VA means virtual assistant. There's a lot of people that actually don't know what it means and stands for. I actually left my corporate job in 2021, the summer of 2021, and I literally just left and jumped into Ubering and Door Dashing. And didn't really know what direction I wanted to go in. And I saw I think it was an ad on Facebook toward the middle and end of 2021 about virtual assistant. And it just struck a chord with me because I actually have over 10 years administrative assistant background in various fields. And I just knew that I could do it. I'm like, that's something I want to do. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. Let's do it. And I took her course and like literally balls to the wall. January of 2022, launched it. It was under a previous name of Amy Newkirk Virtual Assistant, which is no longer my name anymore. And it is now called Essential Admin Services. But I launched the company and just took off. I just networked on Alignable, networked on Facebook. And that's how I got my first few clients. And then things just slowed down for me. And I realized it was because I wasn't putting in the work that I needed to put in. I'm like, oh, the people are going to come. No, that's not the case. People will not come to you. You need to collect the people and earn their trust. And so that was a really big learning experience for me. And that I'd say summer of last year is when I really started going hard and started networking intensely, getting out there, doing a lot of networking with networking groups like Referral Partners Plus, which is a local nonprofit organization, networking online, a few places like Alignable and such. And I've just really, it's really taken off in the sense that I've just come to know a lot of people locally and learning, gaining their trust. And it's been awesome. It's been a journey. It's business is still slow, but it's all about getting your name out there and learning to build relationships. And that's the only way that a company is going to thrive and survive.
Absolutely, totally agree with that. So I know you covered it a little bit there in that intro story that you just told, but what is the one thing that you wish you had known before you began your virtual assistant journey?
The one thing that I wish I would have known before I began it, or I would say just the value of having relationships and having mentors, because I've lived in the Lancaster, PA area for probably about 7 years now, but I didn't have a lot of relationships. I didn't get out there. I didn't talk to people. So if I could go back in time and tell Amy of 2021 what to do, it would be go hard, go network, and have mentors because mentors will help you grow your business. That's something I wish I would have started earlier, but hey, better late than never.
Absolutely. And they say if you don't learn from your failures, you're not really learning at all.
Exactly.
Right.
Facts.
Speaking of failures, I hate to bring up failures and be negative here because we all want positive things to happen in our life. What do you think biggest failure was in getting started and what did you learn from it?
I really don't see things as failures. I see them as lessons and experiences personally. I think biggest lesson that the biggest lesson that I learned to run a successful business is that I can't do it alone. You going in, you think you can do it alone, but you really can't. You need to have people in your corner because I wholeheartedly believe now that you need to learn from other people's experiences and their failures in order for you to survive. The biggest failure for me was just not setting myself up in the beginning with having a mentor. I think I learned finally, it was I think April of last year, 2022. My mom told me about SCORE. I don't know if you've heard of SCORE. It's a national organization. You can find them at score.org, but they do offer free mentorship to business owners. And that was a tremendous value that helped me. And the lady that was my mentor really, and she was in marketing. So she actually helped me learn that I need to have processes in place. Yeah. I think that would be it. And just basically how to shape my content. That would have been a nice thing to learn early on. Had I listened to people and actually went out and networked a little better. Sometimes I can be hard headed and think I can do it alone, but you can't.
No, I get it. I would say I've fallen into those pitfalls myself along the way.
I think we all do. I think that's part of the learning process. If you don't learn, you're not going to grow. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, what advice then would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to yours and either become a VA or just start any type of service-based business?
Yeah. So my advice would be have a plan. Don't go in willy nilly. And the plan doesn't need to be solid. It just needs to be a plan. You can literally draft it on a piece of paper, but you need to have some kind of plan and organizational process of how you're going to do things because to run a business takes a lot of there's a lot of different, what's the word I'm looking for? Pots you need to stick your hands in. Write a plan, make sure you have it thought through on some levels, like how you're going to market yourself, how you need to clean up your social media. So make sure it's basically positive things that you have on your social media and don't be political. So clean up the social media first and then because everybody's going to be watching you. Also set some goals for yourself like short and long term for the business and make sure you have a presence online. And I have run into so many small business owners and entrepreneurs in the last year that don't have an online presence and they feel that they don't need to. But in today's day and age, that is the only way people find you. If I know about your business, I'm going to go research you before I even contact you. I'm going to go on your social media. I'm going to go to your website. I'm going to go to your Google page. I want to know about you and if you're even worth my time. So they have a presence online. You need that. You really do because people are going to buy from who they can trust. And then have a mentor too, because you need people in your corner. It is not an easy journey. It's an awesome journey, but there's a lot of hills and valleys that you're going to go through, and it's an uphill battle. So I would say do it, but make sure that you have people in your corner. That is like the biggest thing.
That's absolutely great advice. And a lot of the same stuff that I've been preaching for the past couple of years of having that solid online presence. Because if people, one, they can't find you, and two, they don't know you, they're not going to be able to flow you. And that comes from one of my mentors that actually just got off one of his webinars, Mr. Grant Cardone. Is as simple as as simple and trivial as it may be, that having that online presence, it works wonders because it's a piece of digital real estate that can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars when you go to sell your business at the end of it. So definitely need that online presence there.
Yeah, it helps you.
So,
Yeah.
so what are the best resources that have helped you along the way to help build that online presence and get you to where you're at today?
A lot of the people that I've met, like yourself included, other people that I've just met through networking, some other resources, like I said before, SCORE. I really encourage people that are looking to start a business or even struggling in their business, reach out to SCORE and SCORE will give you a free mentor. Hire a business coach. I wish I would have hired mine 8 months ago because she's phenomenal. Rebecca Fillmore is her name. And she is, like I said, a life coach, a business coach, and she has just helped me declutter my brain because we think we can do it all and we're not superheroes. So you really can't. And she's been an awesome asset to my business. And then just meet like-minded people. Me surrounding myself with people that think like me and are either where I'm at or above where I'm at and where I want to go, that has been paramount because if you are who you surround yourself with, if you're going to surround yourself with people who are just stuck and don't want to be motivated and move forward, that's going to really impact your life. So I'd say that those are probably the most things that have influenced me in the last year, 2 years.
Nice. So, what is a common myth about virtual assistants that you would like to debunk that will help your potential client understand exactly what you do, how you do it, and what is the benefit of actually hiring you?
Okay. Virtual assistants or VAs. A lot of people, number one, don't even know what that means. And a virtual assistant just we're administrative help, but we're not just that. And I think like a myth is people think, oh, they just do like general admin stuff, or they're just like, what do you want to call it? Like my little what's the word I'm looking for? Just go and do tasks for me. But that's not the case. Like we can do so many things, so diverse. And it's a very diverse field. Some of us are general virtual assistants and some are very niche down. A niche down area would be somebody who does project management, like myself. I've niched down to the fact where I hone in on project management for clients. There's also social media VAs. There's content creators or not web developers, but ones that just focus on like web copy. And we're so diverse, like myself included. I'm diverse, but I've honed in on niching down to project management, creating your social media graphics for you that are branded just for you. And then I do some general admin work for clients. Like right now, I've got a client who she's a therapist in California, and I do her tracking of her insurance for her, all her insurance claims. So VA are not just not one pot fits all. We're niched and some of us are very broad. So do your research before you hire somebody. Make sure that they fit your core values of your business. Make sure that they fit your personality, just the person themselves, and do your research on them. You can ask for them to show you their portfolio and what they've done and what they've accomplished in the past, who they've worked with. And you can even ask for them to do like a trial basis instead of a long-term contract. I've had clients who were a little hesitant about signing a 3 to 6 month contract. So they're like, hey, can you do just a trial basis with me? And because I know what I can bring to the table, I'm willing to do that for you because I think in order to create a good relationship, you've got to trust each other.
Absolutely. Trust is definitely key. Anytime you're looking to
Yeah.
hire anybody, either internally or in your case, externally to come work inside of the business there, who specifically do you help then with the services that you provide?
Who do I help? The individuals that I actually attract lately have been women-owned businesses. So I specifically hone in on small businesses and entrepreneurs, and I do attract a lot of women-owned businesses. Coaches in general is a field that I absolutely love because I do have a life coaching certification and I have an education background. So I do attract a lot of people who are like-minded. And I just help you move your business to the next level so you can hand over projects to me, such as, let's see, a project I'm doing for a friend who's a photographer. She needed me to go on her social media and pull all her like comments and stuff that people have made about her, all her reviews on her social media. So like Facebook, LinkedIn, Google included, and basically put that into a massive Excel spreadsheet or excuse me, workbook and create several sheets off of that. So she can use those reviews and those comments for her social media content. So there's any project that you have that's just sitting on your plate that you want to take care of and you know that it's holding you back from moving your business to the next level, I can do that for you. I'll take that project off your hands. I'll run it and we'll be a team meeting. I'm going to have meetings with you and constant communication. Also, I love Canva and Canva is just, it is an awesome tool to use for your social media content. And what I do, if you check out my social media page, everything I do on there is Canva. Even some stuff on my website's Canva. So I will take your content and I will make it branded just for you, for your business, that you can just take it and throw it into your feed and help build your business. So that's just a little bit of what I can do. There's so much more, but I really love project management and creating the content for people.
Yeah, content creation is definitely king. The more noise you can make in the marketplace, the more attention that you're going to be able to get. And if you're not out there, if you're not posting at least daily, then no one is really going to pay attention to you.
Mm.
One piece of advice that I've heard along the journey is if you can create a piece of content a day for 365 days, you'll never have to worry about money again. And I wholeheartedly believe that because I see it all around me. And it does just take that mental muscle to keep working it out, to just keep doing it. And it's definitely
I
not just creating the content, it's documenting that journey because creating content is hard and we both know this. But if you document
Chris.
what you're doing, it'd be much easier to post it and get the reactions that you're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. I really encourage people. Social media is imperative. That's where I've gotten probably 90% of my clients from social media. I had a relationship coach reach out to me on Instagram because she saw my post. She has, I don't know, like over, eh, I think 6 digits following her. So she, not somebody that would normally just see me, but she saw me, she found me through the content that I created. And branding yourself is very imperative, especially you need to stick to some key colors when you have your social media content. If you look at a lot of people that have been doing it for a long time, a lot of their content looks the same,
Mhm.
and that helps because we are creatures of habit and we're going to remember the people. Oh, I know that person. They use like orange and black or whatever. That's going to stick in your mind. And so, yeah, I definitely encourage you to hone in on your social media skills.
Now, if you could step into my shoes right now, what would you have asked yourself then? I did not ask you yet.
Why did I decide to become a VA? I think. Did you already ask that? You kind of asked why I started it. I don't know if you asked why I did it.
No,
I think that would be
okay,
like
yeah,
a little bit of story. Yeah.
yeah. There's a little
That's
bit of a story, but what is the absolute why then of why the VA
yeah.
business? Yeah,
Yeah. Because I think if you don't have your why, then what are you doing? Why do you own a business? You know what I mean?
yeah.
My why is my children. My why is to create a legacy for my kids because of the struggle that I went through as a child and geez, over the last 40 years, just trying to make ends meet constantly. This business, this company is going to be their legacy so that they don't have to worry about financial security as
Mhm.
they age. And they're my biggest why. And the other why is because I love helping people. I've loved helping people since I was a little girl. I volunteered when I was real young in retirement homes, and I've just continued that course with joining the military and being helpful in that way, serving my country, and then being helpful in the sense of I went into the education field. I just love helping people. So opening this business was just like a no brainer because I can help businesses grow and expand their company to the and take it to that next level because you can't do it alone. And we need to have people like if you've opened a business and let's say you're a coach, why did you do that? You don't want to sit there being doing administrative work. That takes away from your time to help clients. So I just do it because I love to help and serve. Those are my whys.
There you go. And where can people watching or listening connect and get a hold of you to help them
All
with
right.
those admin tasks that they don't want to do?
All right, sweet. On Instagram, you can reach me at essential. That's ESENTIAL _admin_services. My phone number is 717-620-4426, or the website is www.essentialadminservices.com.
Awesome. Appreciate you sharing that. And all that information will be linked in the show notes as well. So, what are the next levels for essential admin services? What do you got planned for the future with regards to expansions, hiring any employees on, or maybe even getting into teaching other people how to become VAs?
Yeah, the next steps are going to build us into an agency over the next 5 years. We're going to have at least 5 employees that service social media, bookkeeping, HR, what else? Administrative and marketing, and go from there. I don't want to have any other employees other than the heads of the department. I want to keep this as a contracted job because I want other men and women to be able to work from home like I get to and have that luxury. And I feel like being an employee kind of just puts you in a box. So I want to be able to keep offering that to others because that's the wave of the future.
Amy, I appreciate you coming on the Business Growth Accelerator. It's definitely been great to catch back up with you. Definitely have to
Yeah,
do
thank
this again, and I look forward to seeing much success in your business journey.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, Brandon. It's been a
Abs-
pleasure.
Absolutely. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Welcome back. Well, what did you think? Really enjoyed the part where Amy talked about how you need to have a team behind you and you can't do everything yourself. If you get and understand that, man, your business is going to absolutely explode and grow beyond you could ever imagine. So I appreciate you listening to this episode again. If you really liked what you heard, hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave me a review, or you can just reach out to me on my social medias at BKXX Enterprises and let me know what you thought.